Lofi Poli Sci coming at you. Michael Pickering here with a special edition of Pickering Unplugged. It's been quite some time, maybe since even last season earlier this year, since I've gone unplugged. And many of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So let me clue you in. For Pickering Unplugged, I disconnect from all the dots out there in the world and focus in on one thing. I deep dive and hold it so tight, and I tell everyone, come close, come close, come close. And look, and then we let it all go and see where we end up. Today, we're unplugging with the people of planet Earth. All 8 billion of us. Because that's right. There's officially 8 billion people now. The United Nations estimates data just came out a couple weeks back, and so let's think about what this all really means. And a lot of the stories coming out from these data being released have to do with overpopulation. Too many people, not enough resources. The message is always the same. We're killing Mother Earth. And while I may agree with that last statement, it's not for the reason that people are saying. It's not overpopulation. We're killing the planet with carbon because people make tons of money off of it, and powerful and rich people everywhere don't want to go green. Simple as that. We have the technology, and goodness knows we have the money. But certain people across the planet don't want it to happen. So yes, we are killing the planet, no doubt. However, overpopulation is not the cause of it. Because simply put, overpopulation is nothing more than a hashtag. And why and how is overpopulation a hashtag, you may be asking? And a great question indeed, my friends. A great question indeed. Overpopulation, as a term, as a phrase, as a concept, means that there are too many people on the planet and that we and the planet do not produce enough resources for everyone to survive. And in the context of the latest data, overpopulation theory states that we and the planet do not provide enough resources to sustain the lives of 8 billion people. And that, my friends, is simply not true. Our problem as a species is not that we don't produce enough to sustain 8 billion people, because we do. The statistic used to be we produce about 1.5 times the amount of food to feed everyone on the planet. Now, that statistic is likely not the same anymore, but we still do know we produce enough food to feed everyone. We have clothing and materials for houses to give everyone a place to live and to clothe everyone. It's not a resource problem. It's a distribution of those resources. That's the problem. It looks like we can't supply 8 billion people with food, clothing, or shelter because the suppliers don't want to simply supply 8 billion people with food, clothing, or shelter. They want to sell food, clothing, and shelter to 8 billion people. And look, I'm not getting into the evils of capitalism argument with you. I'm not. It's not what I'm about. I'm not saying this is good or bad or anything else. I'm simply stating a fact. That we have the resources for all people for sale. If we can afford them, we can buy them. If we can't afford them, well then, we're fucked. 8 billion people. We have the resources. We simply don't distribute them for free. That's not an overpopulation problem. That's business as usual for the human species. But does it have to be? Because if we made it so, which we most certainly did, then can we make it something else? Well, yes. Yes, we can.